Hi, everybody. So last night, the World Baseball Classic ended. Venezuela beat the United States 3-2. So the takes today on it have been, wow. Okay, in the movie A League of Their Own, great baseball movie. Okay, Gina Davis, Tom Hanks, Madonna's in it, Rosie O'Donnell. If you haven't seen it, it always pops up around springtime. It should be. You should probably pop up on your TV as baseball season starts next week. One point she's leaving. Gwen Davis is leaving the team, and he's going, why? Because you're natural. You're probably one of the best base players I've ever seen. And she tells Tom Hanks' character, the coach, manager, it's just too hard. He goes, it is hard. Baseball's hard. That's what makes it baseball. And so last night, the Venezuelan team beat the United States 3-2. It was a pitching match the entire team. But pitching duel the entire game. Okay? Even when American pitchers got in trouble, they got their way out of it. Okay? Baseball is a hard fucking game. If you succeed 30% of the time, you are a fucking star. Okay? It's simple as that. Understand, you're trying to hit a round ball with a round bat, and the ball's coming at you at maybe over 100 miles an hour, or it's coming at you at different angles, and it's spinning weird. It's an incredible game that only the very few have become really successful or conquered to an extent. So the take I'm hearing today is that the reason that the America team lost, because they're like any other Americans, we don't care about anything. They're rich, they're pampered, they didn't give a shit about representing America. Okay? If they did, they would have played better. I'm going, you what the fuck? Do you really think Aaron Judge wanted to pop that ball up? Or Schreiber wanted to strike out? From the sense that they're competitors anyway, no. Okay? And that the idea that they're all a bunch of rich millionaires because that's all American players are. Let me inform you all folk that on the Venezuelan team, there are major league players that have millions that play for major league teams. And let me go and back up. The Dominican team, which was the favorite, had a lot of major league team players with big contracts. Machado, Fernando Tatis, Edward Suarez, who plays for the Dodgers now. You see my point? Oh, and the Japanese, who are also a favorite team. Okay? What did they... Shohei Ohtani, other players that play in the major leagues who are millionaires, okay? Each decided to play for their team, all right? And just so quick note, as you're bashing the Americans today, the Japanese and the Dominicans lost in games they did not hit in. Why? Because baseball is a hard motherfucking game, and it's an equalizer. Like, the Dodgers are supposed to be this great team. They are a great team. But they're not going to go 162-0. Last year, they didn't even win 100 games. They had problems. And how did they win the World Series? Boy, that was a gutty play. Plays and players stepping up. That's what baseball is. And last night, that's what happened in Venezuela. You had players step up. Heck, you had the American team looked dead until Bryce Harper hit that huge home run in the 8th. In the 9th, the Venezuelans worked the run. They did their job. And then their pitcher at the 9th inning did his job. And they won. Now, for you all sitting there going, this is again, I'm going to lay this at the foot of Donald Trump and MAGA. Why? because they have taken away the joy of rooting for an America, for being an American patriot, to care about the country you live in, no matter the color of your skin. They have sucked that out of us. They sucked it fucking dry because they co-opted it. It's hard to say I'm a patriot because then everyone looks at, yeah, how? See? It's hard to say you root for the American team because people wonder who you are, what you are. They fucking ruined it. And in the Olympics, we kind of had it back a little bit with the American and women's hockey team, and then Donald Trump showed up and fucked it up in the thing of Cash Patel. They fucked it up. Okay? That's the thing. It has ruined that. It has tainted that. And so what's Will's point through all this? Is that I'm not buying into that the Americans lost because they're lazy and rich. That's fucking bullshit. None of those men get to where they are by being lazy. None of them. And they had a bad fucking night. That's what happens in baseball. Okay? So if you want to do that to make yourself feel better about yourself, fine. It takes away from what the Venezuelans did. That was a good win. They earned their win. Okay? They earned their win. Give them that. For fuck's sake. That's the thing. You're doing them a disservice by saying that they lost because the Americans didn't care. Oh, they fucking cared. They just couldn't hit that night. And in a 7-game series, which normally is what series are when it comes to baseball championships, the Americans probably would win that in a 7-game series with that team. There's so many factors to this, but if you're going to use that as an example of Americans as a whole, fuck you. I'm going to say that. Fuck you. All right? Because you're doing disservice to the Venezuelans and to the game of baseball itself. Okay? And as a fan of baseball since 8 years old, listening to Vin Scully on my yellow Sony transistor radio, even playing the game a little bit in Little League, being disappointed, being excited, I understand that. So again, congratulations to the Venezuelan team. From a political side, that makes a point for them. They need something to cheer for, considering the shit that happens. But these guys, the Americans, do care because they're competitors. Just had a bad night. But you do what you're going to do. That's my take. All right, because I know what the game is. But all I know is that come Thursday, Major League Baseball's back. Dodgers are back together. They're going to get to celebrate, get their ring ceremony coming up. And I'm going to enjoy the game. That's the one thing I have left in this fucking country that's so fucked up right now, economically, politically, and we're at war. That baseball is eternal. Baseball is eternal. It's generational. And maybe I sound like a fucking noob or a fucking, old dude, but I'll take that for now. Because you gotta take comfort where you have it. And I'm not gonna let you fuck it up because you need to make a point, make a political point. All right? Have a good night.